Hello, this is Reuters. We're live at the BAFTA red carpet, year 2025.
Yep, good, thank
Calm
you.
before the storm.
Covered up with the cat
He should be here like 2:30. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. See you later.
Put my hand in your pocket because I know it's cold. That's really nice.
I love it. It's a bow. I love it. Sorry, that's more. There's so many faces. So many email people. And it's like please tell me you've got a coat. You're over here longer than me. I have. I just got a coat. I'm only just down. I'm going to come in as well. Right, we're going to bring Sarah and Jane. Not for us. It's not right, whether she's with the film. Oh no, I mean in general.
bit, obviously.
Okay, thanks so much. Yeah.
Really interested. Okay, amazing, amazing.
Okay, I'll tell her leave.
Parja. Parja.
Hello again. Listen, it's the season for fire jacket.
It is sneaky. Are you interested?
Thank you very much. I'm re-wearing, because we're Sustainable Awards, I'm re-wearing the Western dress. Victory and a fan of your piece. Exceptional. Am I going to President right now? Well, actually, the good answer is the man in the white suit is one of my 4 favourites. Really genuinely.
I need to know this stuff.
Because it's directed by
At the moment.
Alexander McKendrick wrote this most
Trying to get cutaways.
Okay, you can get a cutaway of this lady.
it helped me a huge amount. So he was an Ealing comedy guy. The Man in the White Suit, if you haven't seen it, is a masterclass of comedy and political. Then there is also Point Break. And that's Sarah.
Confirmation bit. Yeah.
Sarah.
I see Jeff is amazing.
Great.
It's not fine. How are you?
Oh, hello, I'm very well. How are you?
Feel free to test me on my knowledge at any point. I've done so much.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we haven't talked to anyone yet.
Oh, you are such a happy birthday! Yeah, I thought these are my favourite earrings. Happy birthday! How are you doing? Are you alright?
We've got Radiator.
Cool.
If you're free.
Yeah, bring them over.
Yeah,
We know what that is.
Film that's really kind of made its way through the season, focusing on merit. For anything. What do you think its secret is?
I think its secret is it's a thriller, and it's not a message movie. It's not just trying to entertain. It's giving you an opportunity to spend 2 hours, just getting out of your life for a moment, being on the edge of your seat, and just being entertained.
The support of people going multiple golden things.
He told me I did great. All of the ingredients. We got very lucky that our ingredients are so amazing, and they took those and made the best movie, the best version of this movie that I keep hitting the microphone, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you didn't need to. That was
Really made the best version of the movie. strong both screenplay, which I showed you mine. Similar sensibilities to this, and then Ray Fiennes and obviously Edward Berger. Together, you should jump into it. Whole team, you don't always get to make the best version, even if you have the wonderful ingredients, and that took sort of creative genius.
Love to see Ray Fiennes.
He's so wonderful. He's such a. We all know he's an amazing. He's also a very generous actor.
Yes. We're live at the moment, so we can't join you. Sorry.
He was actually he'd done Patrick Melrose, and he got involved in Conclave and was working on some book. While we were shooting Conclave, he was all over the map promoting Allfire. We kept traveling.
Oh, do I?
Coming
Yeah,
back.
I'm sorry.
He's tireless.
So, what are you excited to see tonight? Well, I'm excited to see. I'm very, very excited to see David Tennant's expecting.
Here we go. Marissa?
Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
Yes,
Pleasure to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
Get you to introduce yourself.
Jeff.
Sure. I'm Michael Jackman, producer of Conclave.
I mean, congratulations.
And then
You are leading the way. The BAFTAs. How does that feel today?
Oh,
It's embarrassment.
it's so exciting. I mean, 12 nominations, a lot of nominations. And what I love about it is it sort of touches all the crafts and talent and skills that were needed to make this movie what it is. And so I love that recognition for all of our people, from, costume and production design and cinematography and editing. I mean, just wonderful. And of course, the acting.
I mean, we're here in the UK.
we have an amazing
This could be the night for Rafe to pick up.
I hope so.
Actor.
I would love that.
Yeah, when you were making this, did you kind of know that you were onto something pretty special?
We're welcoming, we're fun.
Yes. You never know, though, whether it's going to strike a chord with the public, either commercially or artistically. You just don't know, no matter how great the ingredients. But we had the original book by Robert Harris, then we had a phenomenal screenplay by Peter Strawn, who had done Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Then you have Ray Fiennes and Edward Berger, and then the rest of our cast, and Rome, and we're building the Sistine Chapel, and so you have these phenomenal ingredients, but it's a little bit of a miracle to make a movie, and then for people to really embrace it is another little miracle. And so you hope, and you feel like it's all possible.
Definitely. I have a little bit of a question for you related to just thinking of the fire that's gone on in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Do you do much filming in LA?
Haven't done much filming in LA recently, but there certainly is lots of filming in LA, and it's we were in Los Angeles for the Golden Globes that Sunday. The fire started Monday, and it was very scary for everybody. And also with the tremendous winds, it's like, okay, what's going to stop this from just being devastating all throughout LA? And it was so devastating to the areas that were hit. Family, I mean, we have friends who lost homes, and awful. I mean, they're doing an amazing job of rebuild, of planning to rebuild, of raising money and helping people, but it's a lot of lives ruined.
And in terms of, I'm sorry to hear that, and I had friends and colleagues too, but in terms of more productions being made in LA and making sure that still happens, what are you kind of doing? Is it something on your mind? Are you doing?
Well, I think ultimately the state of California is helping with that. In general, this stuff turns on a dime, right? Where you shoot a movie is so much about the money you have to shoot the movie. So we look all over the world, honestly, to shoot for where there's tax credits or funding or less expensive places that you could shoot. And then California has a tax credit, and they're just increasing their tax credit, and they're adding money to it, and those things really help. Plus, it is nice to stay home. I live in New York, but it's nice for many people, for LA-based producers and actors and directors, to stay home once in a while. So those tax credits are really helpful. They allow us to make those choices. So hopefully, yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Of course.
Tonight. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Take care. Bye.
So many stars.
tapestry. How are you? Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, good. How are you doing? I know, trust me, I wanted to find hand warmers but I couldn't. I know that people have come and spoken to us.
She's in the brutalist.
If we can, we'll try and get
No, I'll make sure there's no one around.
How's Timmy? I don't know for a long time. I'm obviously not. Yeah.
Hi. Good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Congratulations! What an amazing film to be part of and to be here doing the awards season. How have you found this kind of side of things?
It's really exciting. We work really hard to make films, you know, that are independent, that are of this scope, and it's just really fantastic to be recognized and to be doing it with some of my best friends that I've known for 10 years, and it's just that feeling of real joy, and I'm way more relaxed than I think I should be, but
You should definitely.
but you know, it is a real celebration. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, just incredible artwork.
I know.
Getting people to talk about and think about your projects. What do you think you learned from working alongside, you know, Age Under 88 Guy Pearce and people like that?
You know what? They were so incredible. I think their kindness and their dedication to the film was really inspiring, and it's a reminder that you can be kind and you can be great at your job. I think there's this sort of myth around tyranny being productive, but I think the opposite is true.
A quick question, thinking about the fires that happened in Los Angeles, how important is it to keep productions being made in Los Angeles?
So important. I was in LA at the time when it happened, and it was really devastating. I think it's such a strong community of filmmakers there that most people who live there work within the film industry. So to keep them going, to make sure that they can rebuild their lives means that they also need to work, and I think that sense of making sure they are supported and surrounded is
What
really
I like best
important.
about the BAFTA is that it is a celebration of
Outfit, and why was this the right thing
and
to wear
it's
for
so
the carpet?
important.
This is Louis Vuitton by Nicolas Ghesquière, and it was very, it was sort of the perfect dress for my character and I to meet in the middle almost. She's very glamorous, she likes an occasion, and so I thought, well, this feels not too shabby.
We can be transported
Thank
into
you.
a great night.
Thank
What I also
you.
love about BAFTA is that it's got so many great charitable organisations out there.
I'm a bit nervous
And this is about nurturing
Sarah Purvis, the chair. I think
Hello, nice to see you.
and a career.
Hi.
This is an exciting
Whoa, isn't it? Yes. If a little chilly.
For anybody, we're live streaming at the moment as well. For anybody who's looking forward to tonight's show,
Excellent, welcome. They can look forward to an evening that nobody can call, I think. You know, some years it feels like there's one or two big hitters that have kind of pulled out ahead. This year, I think, of the 42 nominated films, every single one of them could be a winner, and that's what makes it exciting, I think.
exciting to maybe have some musicals.
Yeah, horror. 3 horror films, and you know, animation and comedies, and yes, and those huge big societal sort of epic commentary pieces like Brutalist, and then very, very intimate portraits like Hard Truths. So real variety.
It's such a mix, isn't it? Definitely. And of course, this is here in the UK. We've got the best musicians.
Yep.
As well.
It might do. I was hypnotised, so I couldn't
maybe
remember being
the biggest surprise, perhaps, was to kind of like come through. I just wondered if we could talk a little bit about that category and that movie.
I think it's really important for us to have Best British Film. It kind of widens the range of films that we're able to honour and also encourage people to go and watch. And it's great to see the variety in that. You know, again, you've got Kneecap, you've got Outrun, you've got Bird, the Andrew Arnold film. There's such a variety in there. And it maybe, hopefully, gets people into those cinemas, you know, onto the streaming services or wherever and watching those films.
Definitely. And finally, we talked about it before actually, but the fires that happened over radio.
Yeah.
Our friends, our colleagues in America who think get into the Oscars. What will there be tonight, maybe?
Yes, a little bit, yes. I'm a pianist, so...
You know, we would want to say that we are, you know, we stand with our colleagues and our friends, many of whom are BAFTA members in LA,
well, not now,
and we stand in awe at their resilience as they begin to rebuild. And not most importantly, we're also very grateful for those from the California community who have been able to come and join us tonight, and we really and truly welcome them.
Well, I mean, the most
Thank you, guys.
to work with
Thank
a director
you.
who loves music and the music on the picture. You know, he'd rather ask me to make the film better and find spaces for the film. And I really love being with him in a kind of collaboration and talk with him. And we already did that with All Quiet on the Western Front. And I think from there,
Thank you so much.
you know, again with him, and that was very nice. Because I think every team is different.
So I might tell myself in my iPad. In the past. I could get jobs with you.
Yeah, so that will then be the last one. Yes.
Amazing.
Can I bring Paul forward?
Thank you. Hi. Volker, nice meeting you.
Yeah, we're out live. I just wondered if you could just introduce yourself for our people who are watching
Yes.
our live stream.
Well, I'm Volker Bertelmann. I'm the composer of Conclave.
Composer of Conclave. Congratulations.
Yes, thank
This is
you.
the film that leads the way here at the BAFTAs. How exciting!
Yes,
Are you enjoying this award season journey?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always fantastic when you are, you know, acknowledged, and when you have a long journey with colleagues, with your, you know, with the people from your film, but also with other composers, which is also wonderful because you hardly meet other musicians and other people from your craft. And so it's an enjoyable process. It's very tiring sometimes because you have to travel a lot, you know, but at the same time I love it.
And doing a movie like this, a thriller, a fast-paced thriller, is it different from every previous movie? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we were asked to want to do different things.
Yeah.
What are the challenges of creating a score for something that is actually quite fast-paced?
Well, I think it is not only a thriller. It has it needs in a way also the sensitivity of, you know, making space for questions about the world, about you know, questions about belief, for example. And if you overpower that with thriller music, then it becomes very quickly, you know, the dynamic range is not is maybe sometimes too big. So you have to find a sensitive way of propulsing elements that are propelling in a way, or you know, creating tension. And that was maybe the most difficult thing, to create these moments where you feel like something in your stomach, and you feel uncertainty in a way, you know.
So true, yeah, I thought that too. I thought those things. Listen, I've got a bit of an off-topic question.
You know, you work on these for such a long
Right.
time. Animation takes like
Thank you.
about
What you're
3,
wearing and why
3.5,
is
4
this the
years.
outfit for?
And
Well, it's a Saint Laurent
getting it right.
tuxedo, and what I liked about wearing this is because I felt I wanted to, you know, because I'm a musician and I'm wearing normally when I'm on stage, I'm having a lot of, let's say, more casual clothes that are a little bit in a different shape. And I had always a very traditional tuxedo, but I never felt very happy with it. And so I was looking for something for men, which is not so easy. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your night.
Thank you.
So much. To reunite with some of them tonight?
Thank you.
Well, yes. Yeah. Well, and Ida is here? Okay, just to make sure. Well, Mark Campbell's here, yeah.
I don't know how you feel, but that's
yeah.
A little icy, yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, but for films that even harder.
Yeah. If you want to find table, come to our table.
I'm glad that I don't have to break the other.
Okay, guys, take one step to the side. Sorry.
Oh my word! Those shoes are just literally like breathtaking.
I tell you, my wife's shoes outdo these.
Yeah.
Hey, Jazz, show us your swans.
Oh my.
She got little swans.
Swans. Where are they from? Irregular choice. It's a UK brand. So our dresses.
Yeah. Mine as well.
It's a whole other thing.
You see mine are, they're less interesting now.
Question one, actually, we will talk about your film, of course, but choosing the right red carpet outfit is important. Why have you chosen to wear what it is you're wearing today?
Oh, that is an awfully good question. I found what I thought would look nice. I am not good. We in animation, well, I'm not going to speak for Jeff. Me in animation, we are people who don't like to be out in public. That's why we do what we do. That's why I draw and I don't act. So I hide myself away. So this is unusual. Yeah, so we do our best. I do my best to look nice, and hopefully it works.
Listen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing up for Best Animation. This whole award season journey that you're on, how's it been?
You know, I keep describing it as it feels somewhat out of body. It all feels very surreal and overwhelming, but in a very positive way. But it just is. It's incredible. And again, you know, to Chris's point, we're used to kind of just being off on our own, doing our thing, making our movies for 3 years at a clip. And so, getting to do something like this is not something that we get to frequently do. And when it happens, it's very, very exciting. But also kind of it's big. It's big for us.
And all you animators, mates, is it competitive, or are you looking forward to chatting to your other fellow animators who are here tonight?
Oh my gosh, you know what? It's a big family. You know, we don't all stay at the same studio. We'll bounce around and go from studio to studio as well. So they are all our friends, and everything that they are doing, we encourage and we are interested in, and we learn from each other. Like everybody, discovers things and finds new ways of doing things, and we inspire each other.
Yeah, and their success is our success. Everyone's breakthroughs kind of help all of us collectively move forward. So we are always rooting for each other.
Just thinking about the fires that happened in Los Angeles.
Yes.
We've been talking about production. Do you think there's enough production still being made in LA? Is that a focus for you?
I mean, I think overall, even prior to the fires, I think that's been an issue, and even now with the fires, it's heightened. But I think that's something that is always going to be something that I think a lot of us are going to be pushing for and hoping for. Is to there's so much talent there, but also, I mean, there's great talent everywhere. There's people who worked on our film who live in France, who live in Spain, who are here in the UK, and we never want to cut ourselves off from that either. But getting as much production back in LA, I think, is always a good thing.
When you say there's a problem, do you mean that there just wasn't enough being made in LA, or people saying it's too expensive?
I think it's a complicated issue, right? And I think a lot of it, a lot of the issues pertain to budgets and finances and affordability and that kind of thing.
Okay, I just wondered if you had a take also in terms of thinking about having more production in Los Angeles or making it more affordable or whatever. Is that something that's important?
Well, I'm not the producer, so I don't know the answer is as good as he does. I think there's a lot of animation in Los Angeles, and so having enough to keep everybody there busy would be ideal. We are really well adapted to doing things remotely. Some of our development artists were in France, and some of our story artists were in San Francisco and Santa Barbara and places like that. So it's the nature of it means we can work with artists if they are remote. So it's a little bit of both, but I think that having Los Angeles be a robust place for animation always, I think, would be the goal for sure.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Great, guys. I'm going to keep moving.
All right.
We can come back after. Back this way.
Hello. I'm great. How are you? Hello. Oh, hey. Yeah. I think I just did a thing for Reuters. I did. It was fun. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yep.
There weren't as many stars as I was expecting there. And there were a few, like Adrian Brody was there. I mean, I love her.
That's a hard one. Now, Jerry, I know Jerry always has a lot of there, so send him over here.
bus with Jeff and Margot.
Oh, nice. Oh, Chris and Jeff, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, really? Oh, yes. Especially Chris. Chris always has really fun. My teams are a little more.
So there is a chance of
Marissa, are we ready?
Oh, lovely to meet you.
Hello. You're from?
Michael.
Where are you from?
Reuters, the news agency.
They tell truth.
Yes,
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They do. Listen, congratulations, a great animation,
Thank
and
you.
a really great category to be part of. I
Isn't
just
it
wonder
wonderful?
if you could speak to that a little bit. It's the first time we've had that category.
Yeah, it's wonderful that BAFTA have got a category for family and children film. It's such an important part of the industry, and it so gets left out at award ceremonies. So fantastic to put that front and centre, especially now after what children have been through these last few years with the pandemic and all that stuff, and saying like let's celebrate this. So what a thrill to be one of the first nominees.
Totally. And could you just tell us a little bit about the theme of this animation and why you wanted to tell that story?
There's so much love.
Yes, I suppose there are many themes running through it, but the two main ones, I suppose, that I've been working with lots of other people on a project all my life, which introduces young people to the countryside, to nature, because I believe the connection with nature is so important to them in all sorts of ways, whether it's their mental well-being or whether it's their understanding of the world about them and the conservation of it and all the rest of it. This film connects the young person to that story. It's about a young boy, an urban boy who doesn't really give much about that, and meets a man on an island who is living in the middle of a paradise, and the child is introduced to this, taken by the hand and guided through, and by the time you finish the story he's part of it, and that's what we want all our children to feel, part of the world about them. So there's that. And the other thing is so important just at the moment, that is finally it's a story about peace. The main character in the story, Kensuke, is a veteran of the Japanese forces from the Second World War. He finds himself on an island with the memories of dreadful things that have happened. And the child learns about what war does to him, to his family. And that's a lesson now, which it's not just a little movie which we see on the news. Real people die and starve, and it was going on then, and it's going on now. And somehow I think the resonance of this, a lot of people would say, well, why are you putting that in front of children? Because it's their world. This is their world they're growing up in. It's going to be up to them to do a much better job than we certainly have. So I think it's a film which is, you can lose yourself in. It will be serious, you will cry, but you will also laugh, and you'll come out thinking, maybe, yes, it will be better if we understand each other, old, young, Japanese, British, whatever it is. So I've gone on too long.
No,
So.
I appreciate it. I agree. And it's the power of film. The power of film. It's the conversation that you hope people have. It's a discussion, and then that leads to that can lead to change, and it can lead to things hopefully becoming better. So thank you both very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Enjoy. Have a really lovely afternoon.
Just watch films again with that kind of awareness and try to analyze for different reasons. So I'm not watching my favorite.
Great.
Like something I've been severance right now. It's so good. Yeah, my wife and I have watched it, and the most recent episode came out, and she promised me that she didn't watch it while I was here. So if I go back and watch it, that might be,
Wonderful.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I feel like especially there's so much high quality in TV these days, and like so many from the film space going into television, but there's such unique and interesting and exciting storytelling is happening in that space. I'm curious to see how much that brings even more life to the already vibrant community that you guys have. Oh man, that's a tough one. I feel like the one that popped in my head is Succession right now. More recent, but definitely that or Breaking Bad. Like, are up there.
We want these guys, Marissa.
Okay.
Here we go, Marissa.
Hi there, how you doing? Good, good.
It's so busy, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
How are you feeling?
I'm
Here we
feeling
are,
good.
afternoon. What's going on?
Yeah. It's exciting. It's surreal. My parents are here. They've never been on one of these red carpets with me, so they're having a great time. And yeah, it feels like a fun celebration.
Yeah, definitely. And tell me about you wrote Reuters of a BAFTA nomination.
It means so much as I feel like the quality of what's celebrated at this awards is so high, and it's something that I've always, had so much respect for. Anybody that's nominated in these spaces, especially in my category, and so to be nominated as a composer for the BAFTA is just, it means a lot.
Tell me about outfits. I think.
Oh, thank you.
When it comes to what to wear to the BAFTAs, how do you decide?
I had help. My stylist Wendy and Nicole picked this out for me, so they're amazing, and it's Xenia, and it's always fun for them to help me figure out what to wear, and we always try to find some way with the Wild Robot to include something kind of natural. So I have these cufflinks that are these little floral moments, and every piece I've been wearing has some sort of floral element. But yeah, I always find it fun to have something interesting architecturally and all that, just to be able to have some sort of expression with what I'm wearing. Yeah. Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah. Mainly the floral aspect. I feel like every outfit I've worn to a red carpet so far has had some sort of natural comment on flowers or the environment or nature, just because the Wild Robot has so much of that in the film. Yeah. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Have a good one.
Adventure that you could ever have, and it always feels like a new adventure.
Okay, great. Thank you. No.
Lovely to meet you. What are you from? AP.
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks. My 4 favorite films. I do like 688, Nickel Boys, Wicked. I went with my girlfriends and took my daughter with her girlfriends. That was amazing. And then I also like Black Box Diaries. I really, appreciated the format and how it was done by the person who actually went through the trauma, which is definitely self-healing. And I appreciate the fact that women can find a way to take back their voice and their power, so that because I do women work, girl work, I always have appreciation for women that can actually stand in their square and take their place and make sure no one pushes them around.
We love it. Perfect.
Yes. Always. Oh my God, there's way too many than 4, but it has been inspiring meeting so many filmmakers in the documentary space this year. Black Box Diaries was fantastic, and I love Shori and the courage she's had around it. I love Nickel Boys this year. It really just blew me away. That and The Brutalist are both this year incredible films. When I was younger, Lost in Translation had a huge impact on me. The Breakfast Club had a big impact on me. Clueless. And I also really love Hunger and Shame by Steve McQueen. So that's a few. More than 4. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Oh my God. Hi ladies, I'm Sarah.
Greetings.
Really nice to meet you both. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Incredibly important
Thank
film.
you.
Being up for a BAFTA in the documentary category, just tell me how important that is.
It's so incredibly important because so many of my favorite films growing up wanting to be a documentary filmmaker, so many of my important films were nominated and have been at the BAFTA. So to be here with our first film after 10 years of making it is truly a dream come true. It just means everything. Such a global community, right, supporting this film. So that means a lot.
10 years, congratulations.
Absolutely.
I mean, what
I'm gonna reserve. I'll do it for real at some point in some project, or I hope to.
Yes. So many well-rounded themes in this film, but specifically the visitation practices that happen that continue to harm our families. Is that visibility, hopefully, will make people think about how we're voting, what we should vote for, and what we should no longer stand for when it comes to making sure that we strengthen and connect our families. Because this should not be something that children specifically should not have the right to hug their families, touch them, and continue to have parents parent from the inside. And I believe, too, that the visibility around our impact campaign would allow us to be able to make those changes and to continue to expand our program that we do. Just because it's in Virginia doesn't mean that it can't be everywhere. And so we're really excited that the film is allowing people to think differently, really outside of their box. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A quick question. We're thinking about the fires that happened in Los Angeles and just reflecting on the films that are made there. Is it important to you as filmmakers to make sure there's lots of production in Los Angeles? Is that a film?
Yeah, I mean, like now when we can choose like where to go, I think that a lot of people should be thinking about shooting in the States, what we can do in LA. There's just so many friends of mine have just been sitting and not been able to work. The last 2 years has been really hard, and now with the fires, of course, it's nice that this conversation started to bring things back home and do what we can to support each other.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You do the same.
And he does a great job getting people to theaters, and that's miraculous for me. You're standing like right beside me. Like, let him do that. Voice that for us. I just stand in the background. Yeah, just stand in the background.
Great. Okay, so
visibility.
Actually, do
Marissa.
Hi. I might have to peel off and over you, so if I disappear, that's what's going on.
Okay.
But if you need anything, she has my number.
Thank you, love. Hello, how you doing? I'm Sarah from Reuters.
Hi Sarah, nice to meet you.
Really nice to meet you too. Here we are on BAFTA afternoon. Tell me what it means.
I know, I don't even know what time of day it is.
I know, I keep saying the evening, and I'm like,
morning?
actually the afternoon. Yeah. What does it mean to get a BAFTA nomination? Why is that significant?
I mean, our film, I'm so incredibly proud of our film. I think everyone was just through the roof with excitement when we were nominated. And I'm so excited for Timothy and Ed. Their nominations are so well deserved. And as is Ariane's and Yessie, our casting director. I'm so proud of everyone who worked on this film.
Just thinking about the variety of films this year, there are a few musicals. I mean, this isn't, and your film isn't a musical, but it is about music.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe a bit of a scene change. It seems to different kinds of films.
And I just wanted to be that person to support them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's such an exciting moment for women in film. I think those categories this year have been incredibly competitive and deservedly so. And I think it's also just really wonderful that so many of those performances also had a music component to them. I was talking with Ariana and Zoe the other night as part of a Q&A thing, and we were all just like speaking in admiration of each other and all the work that we all did with, singing and some of us dancing or playing instruments, and I think it's just a wonderful year for everyone to have exhibited all that they can do and learn to do new things.
Yeah, definitely. And were you a big fourth film fan before? Was this a bit of a sort of education in terms of the female talent that were in it too?
Yeah, I mean, I knew his songs, I knew Joan's songs as well, but I wasn't a dedicated fan by any stretch, and this film was an education in all of what they did, not just musically, but in terms of their activism, and particularly Joan's. I mean, she has had an incredibly full life of just doing so many important things in the world, and so it was just an honor to learn about her and take on this role.
And you look incredible. I'm asking everyone, male, female, in terms of choosing your BAFTA outfit.
Yeah.
Why is this the right one? How difficult is that to decide what to wear?
Oh, it's so difficult. Every award show is like a whole journey in decision making. But I love the team at Armani, and I saw these on the carpet, and my stylist and I were sending each other screenshots, and then within a matter of days, this was in my room for me to try on, and I kind of couldn't believe it. It's a beautiful couture dress, and beautiful Bulgari jewelry, and I mean, everyone's been very supportive of me in wearing it. So, yeah.
But it feels good, and of course we are enjoying that.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. And night.
The middle of the night, I believe it. Thank you.
Oh no. No. It's gonna be. No, it's not.
It's about something you'll enjoy.
That's right. No, we can hang.
And I've got like some variety in the list. Okay. I feel so nervous right now. Like more nervous than anything I've done in movies, and I've done okay. Okay, so my first one is from the second one. This needs parameters. It's so unfair. But these are all films that you just like watch and not like feel bad about the next like they won't depress you. They won't. You just get to. You're gonna have to edit this so intensely. Okay. My next one, I just said it in another interview, but Goodbye Lenin. I celebrate that movie. You learn a lot. Romantic and fun and heart-wrenching. Shaun of the Dead. These are all just like, yeah, they're heartfelt, but fun. Okay. Yeah, Shaun, I don't know. And the more I work in this industry, the more true it becomes. Like it's very accurate. In all the performances, everyone's so committed. So you've got sci-fi, you've got horror, you've got yeah, Michelle's, and then okay, it's gonna be. It's definitely a thriller, but I don't think it has a lot of heart. So I don't know, like, I don't know, all the good stuff. All of them are big ones. I mean, that's what you want. Where were you filming it? So how was that? Have you been before? Okay, so you're there working for the first time. I felt so proud. I mean, like, I just want myself now. No, that was one other. Okay. I just saw you guys coming to me that I was sorry, I'm in the way. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm really on your back. Hi. Sorry. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hi, Sarah.
We're live at the moment. Do you mind just introducing yourself to our live stream audience?
I'm Karan Kandari. I directed Sister Midnight, which is up for Best British Debut.
And I'm Radhika Apte. I am Sister Midnight.
In the flesh.
In the flesh.
This is a great category to be part of, and as a debut category, what does it mean to you?
I mean, it feels a little unreal, but it's a great feeling it took 10 years to get this made, so it's a nice flagpost on the journey to like see it getting accepted and get some recognition. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit in terms of the themes of this movie, and I think we've got a couple of Indian movies actually at BAFTA, which is really exciting and really good. Why was that important to tell a story?
Yes, the film is set in India, and we both are originally from India, but I don't think the film is Indian. I think the film is very universal. And it's just about outlaws, really. And I think we're all outlaws, and it's I think it's very important to accept yourself as an outlaw, and which is why I think the film is important.
Yeah, and it's like, but I haven't even done it.
Yeah.
But it is that discussion that people don't have after they've seen something really. What do you think is make people talk about having seen it?
Wow, that's a big question. I hope when it cuts to black and it gets to the end, I hope people can get the same amount of, the sense I get from listening to like a Ramones song, where I felt less alone in the world. There's some other weirdos out there like me. So hopefully the film can impart something similar to an audience.
That's so true. It does though. When you see yourself on the screen, or when you see an experience that you're going through on the screen,
art's a two-way mirror, so, you know.
On a lighter note, please can I ask why you decided on the outfit you've got on? Was it a hard decision? I'm asking, what are you wearing? And yeah, how did you
I mean, I think I tend to sort of function like I'm living in another time, and I kind of wish I was making films in the 70s, so that's kind of what answers that. Yeah.
Can I ask about what you're wearing and why you chose?
My beautiful stylist, Rosie, she chose it. I've just delivered a baby a month ago, so I have a baby brain. Don't ask me the names. I'm literally like, so sorry. But yeah, yeah, it's all my stylist.
She looks awesome. Yeah, she does not look like somebody who just had a baby.
Postpartum.
You just threw that in, you're like, it's just... Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah.
Oh my god, I'm working on a film right now with the director Bartley. I'm coming tomorrow and the next day, and those are my last 2 days on that set. And then I don't know. I'm hoping to do theater, and I've got a lot of lovely things in my inbox. She looked lovely, by the way.
Oh, thanks so much.
Good, thank you.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, Bruce.
All right, I'm Jose, the director of the short film Adios.
I'm Natalia Kyriakou, co-writer.
I'm Bernardo, the producer.
Amazing, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
BAFTA nomination. Just tell me, what does that mean for you as a creative, the amount of people that might see this film?
I mean, that's possibly the most important thing. I mean, short films are not like super trendy, so this exposition is super important for us so that the film and the story that we try to tell gets to be seen. So, I mean, that's a great gift as a filmmaker. You want to share your story, and this is a great opportunity, you know, to get more visibility.
I think it's a story that everyone can relate to, whether you're we're all children of someone or we have children, and I think that relationship with your parent or your child is something that everyone can sort of universally understand. And me personally, I'm a mum, so working on this story was really lovely for me, because like that pull that you have with your child and them leaving the nest is like something that I don't think it's spoken about a lot, and I think it's a nice thing to be able to speak about with people.
And I think if at the end of the film you take your phone and call your parents, it's already a good achievement for us.
Yeah.
You brought your parents here today. Have you got any friends, family with you? Who's supporting?
Well,
I mean...
No, my daughter, I've got a photo of my daughter in my bag. So she is sort of with me. Yeah.
They're watching from home.
Yes.
You're cheering.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you have a really great night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it was really nice to
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey guys.
That's Joe Alwyn.
Hi.
That was a great video.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you guys doing?
Very, very good, and I have to say I absolutely love your app. Of course I am. FRANZBHM. Everybody will be able to see the embarrassing reviews, but it's amazing, And also, it's such a fantastic way to see the audience's reaction to our film as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I thought you were going to say that. Everybody can see the films that I've been watching. And sometimes, it can be very embarrassing what I rate and what I don't rate. My secrets are out there of the films I enjoy. I don't know off by heart. I think it's hard to go through there. HAYDER, HOOZER. I think that sounds about right.
And you're familiar with Annabelle?
Yeah. Absolutely. Obviously, I thought about it.
Let's go.
Yes, absolutely. Go on then, you go. Okay. So social network. Absolutely. War das dann wieder? Oh my God.
Because I don't know this name.
So I would definitely.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great car.
Thank you. Nice day. Take care.
Yeah, and I think irrespective of what you think about the man, the man himself. I think it's a remarkable film based on, well researched, based on real events that happened. And yeah, I think it's great. I'm really proud of it. We've had a fantastic year, as Sebastian Stan, and long live the king.
Well, have a great day.
You too. Yep, and not the last.
No, one of us, Annie.
Oh yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We're live streaming at the moment. Can I just get you to introduce yourself to everyone who's watching?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Miranda. I'm the director of the short film Milk.
My name's Shonier. I am the producer of the BAFTA nominated.
Sorry.
Short film
to remember
Milk.
that.
Yes.
Exactly. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And it's a huge deal. What does it mean to you guys as filmmakers to be on that nominee list?
I mean, yeah, it's an honour, it's a privilege, it's all of the amazing adjectives in the world.
It's so exciting. I think, we went to National Film and Television School, so it's a student-made film. So, this time last year we were at film school, and now we're at the BAFTAs, so it's like incredibly surreal, and it's a real kind of full circle moment because, we would watch the films that are in the short film category and just try and get a ticket to even get into the building. And we're on the red carpet, so it's like, we're living pretty much living our wildest dreams,
That's amazing. What do you hope people talk about when they see the film?
I would hope that people might walk away and think something unexpected about the nature of, I suppose especially like addiction, but also like grief, loss and recovery and healing. But especially addiction actually, just because I think there's so many representations that tend to end in like overdose and death, and I'd like to think what we've got is something that ends with a bit of hope for what many people see as a very hopeless situation.
Finally, who are you hoping to chat to tonight or maybe bump into?
Andrea Arnold, Luna Carmoon,
Cynthia Everero. Also pretty much everyone.
Sean
who's
Baker
here tonight. Yeah.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah,
it's quite a list,
it's a really cool year.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible year for like British independent film.
Right.
And also internationally as well. There's some great films coming out of Southeast Asia as well.
Yeah.
Brazil. It's really exciting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Ashoni.
We started shooting 5 days before we started shooting. My friend
I'm Miranda.
died in the war.
Thank you. You, by the way, have such a warm, lovely present. And it's not given all the time. And it's like, this go hand in hand with the job. Thank you so much.
It's true.
Let's see who else. I think we should touch on.
I would say.
Yes, brilliant.
I'm going to pass on to you. I'm going to take the place. Absolutely, I think what we speak about the war in Ukraine, about Putin's war in Ukraine, sometimes we tend to forget the civilian perspective, and this is really what feminism is all about. It's focusing on one young boy who has to make some horrible decisions, and it's not more about zooming in, more about telling his life experience.
Congratulations on being nominated. This obviously means that more people will see the film as well, which must mean a lot of
Even now, on the BAFTA channel. 2 days. Yeah, so we'll see. I think it's very important. So much. Get used to it. That's good. Thank you.
You want things to be nice?
Thank you. Have a nice day. Very much.
Oh, sorry, hi. Are you Constable?
Yes, yeah, sure.
This is lovely Sarah at Reuters.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, very well. Thank you.
We're live streaming at the moment. Do you mind just introducing yourself to the people who are watching?
Absolutely. My name is Franz Böhm. I'm the director of Rock, Paper, Scissors.
My name is Alexander Rudinsky. I'm an actor from Ukraine.
Wow, okay. So tell me, let me grab this. What does it mean for you guys to have BAFTA nominations, especially given everything that is going on right now in the Ukraine? How important is it to be here shining a light on?
I mean, the BAFTA nomination is an incredible recognition for our entire team. I'm grateful for Alexander, I'm grateful for Hader, our producer, grateful for the entire team that they've made this film possible in the first place. We had an amazing festival journey, and of course the nomination is an incredible recognition. We're very, very, very grateful for that.
Tell me what you hope people take away when they watch this film, the conversation that you hope they have afterwards.
You know what? For Ukrainian people, this story is not an... it's
not special.
Not special, yeah. Because every Ukrainian knows many other stories, horrible stories. Many civilian people knows, but I think for people from Europe, it's very important. Even when we were shooting this movie, I felt very motivated, yeah. And also, 5 days before we started shooting this movie, my friend died in the war, and yeah, I didn't have any chance to. I had to do that, so yeah, it's very important, and it's a great honor to be here with you, because yeah, yesterday I was in Kyiv, now I'm here talking with you, yeah, so.
And it's important to keep that conversation going, and like you say, to have the positives, to have the joy despite the difficult things that are taking place. How do you feel at the moment in terms of what's going on politically? Are you feeling hopeful for the future?
I hope so. I have no idea what the fuck is going on now at this moment, but I hope we can. I'm sure Ukrainian people are very strong, yeah, and we'll see. Fingers crossed, and I hope everything will be good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah. You too. Thank you.
I was having this conversation with my mum actually yesterday, and she said to me, I can't believe you. I can't believe you're at BAFTA.
How are we doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, happy to be here. I'm at BAFTA. How can I not be good right now?
Exactly, right? I mean, coming to an event like this, being part of an event like this, why is getting a BAFTA nomination just because this is
I owe that all to Ridley Scott.
Well, I think it's sort of like a validation, isn't it? When you get nominated, it means that you're legit and that you're sort of like in the upper echelon of what you do. And everyone loves an accolade now and again, obviously, don't they? So, yeah.
So talking about films and things, what are the films that you're most excited about?
Oh, this year I thought The Apprentice was remarkable. You got Sebastian Stan's my guy. I thought Wicked was just delightfully charming. And I think Nosferatu is a complete and utter masterpiece in how to make film and make your audience feel incredibly uncomfortable at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, thank you very much. Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you very much. You too. You too.
That's the name.
So that's Mike Lee, and that's Edward Berger, who's the director. I need Edward and I need Naomi.
Ed? Yeah.
We've got like 3 people.
Everyone's leaving.
Who's she with again?
Directors of Sing Sing.
Pardon?
The directors of Sing Sing.
Oh yeah, I did want to talk to them, but I've got a queue.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take them down and bring them back up a bit later.
Awesome. Hello. Oh my god. Oh my god. You like? Yes, do you approve?
And it's metal, but it's not cold, weirdly.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Oh.
Elliot here. Is having a good time?
No. You nice to talk? Yeah, that's
right. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's all right. I'll take you through to you in back.
Pray for me that I don't fall on the way to the podium. I get to give out an award and say congratulations, and like I'm just here to celebrate all the amazing work that's happened.
Okay, and then the
yeah, I'm like that man. It's like my living room. It's normal.
and that's like 70.
I mean, we're right smack bang in the middle of it. I think, we celebrate storytelling, but from, there is a lot to
yes, they're bringing it back.
the whole culture of filmmaking, and that how good the are.
I want to. I think it's because a lot of them are doing the same thing. Not doing this one. Like, they want to
Not this one. But this is actually one of the smoothest, most joyful experiences I've had so far. Director Bong is incredible. Separate to the fact that he's also incredible.
Great to see you. Yes, absolutely.
I just think one of each because it can't look like anything. It looks like inflation. How are you going to sound? I just don't have that on my head.
Yeah.
What's your favourite British accent?
My AOL.
You know what?
Oh, we're going to miss my
I can't do a lot of them, weirdly, because I can't do Birmingham, I can't do, but like, fight abroad.
Fight abroad!
Of course.
Anyone who's heard is on Newcastle. Yeah. Really good accent. It's a really good accent. It's hard though. I'm not trying either. I got to work on it. Have a great night.
Right here for Reuters.
Hello.
Hi. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Here we are on BAFTA
Afternoon, which is
I know.
crazy, isn't it?
How are you feeling? Who are you mingling with?
I have just got here, so I'm mingling with you. I haven't seen anyone yet. We've kind of come straight in to chat with everyone and take some photos, and then hopefully when I get inside I'll be able to bump into some people.
What do you think of the mix of films this year?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful. I think we're moving into this amazing time in cinema where there's so many original stories and they're overlapping and there's so many different genres and some are mixing genres. It's really, really exciting and I really hope it continues.
How do you choose what to wear for an event like this?
I am wearing Versace today, chainmail. How do you choose? I have wanted to wear a Versace chainmail dress since I saw them on the runway. And that's a few decades ago when they first started doing it. It's like a signature. I guess like on any given day, I'm just choosing a vibe. I kind of wanted to feel cool and I wanted to feel classic and I also wanted to feel sexy and got it all in one in this one. So thanks, guys. Everything. I think it's really, it's like a marker. I know when I won, I felt a shift in terms of my confidence. And I also, you know, in terms of eyes on me and the requests of auditioning and stuff, it did change. Having said that, even if you don't win, you've still won. People have seen your film and they've said you're worthy. So, you know, the trophy is really cool. Mine is on my shelf. You know, dinner parties, it has been passed around. But, you know, like, I think win or no win, we're all here to celebrate film, and as long as we keep that as the main focus, that's the most important thing. Yeah. No worries. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm editing a film I made with Colin Farrell and Tilda Swinton in Macau, in China, and I think I'm going to be done in editing probably in 2 months from now, and then, you know, I'm hopefully can show it sometime in the fall.
And I think
Isabella is here, Rafe is here, hopefully Lucian Msamati is here, so what a wonderful evening for us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
I know I'm very well. We met on All Quiet.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Just finishing. One sort of very
Sorry, I'm loving your press.
Thank you so much.
I think we might keep along, yeah.
Which side?
Great.
Hi.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. I'm Mike.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Nice to meet you. We're live streaming. Can I get you just to introduce yourself?
Yes. Yes. Hi, I'm Michael Pruss, and I'm one of the producers of Gladiator. Gladiator 2.
Being BAFTA nominated, why is it important?
I mean, it's such an honour. I mean, obviously, you know, you grow up watching the BAFTA and, you know, knowing how special it is, and, you know, real privilege to be here today representing Gladiator and Sir Ridley Scott.
Being on such an enormous movie as that, as a producer, I mean, have you just got posting notes? How are you keeping it together?
I have post-it notes under my pillow, you know, in the mirrors in my bedroom, everywhere, and you know, I write on my hands in red pen all the time. But no, you know, it's a lot of attention to detail. Obviously, when you have a boss like Ridley Scott, who is so specific, has a vision, been around for as long as he has, it actually does make a producer's life quite easy, because there is a list of things you do, and you just get them done for him. Thank you very much. Pleasure. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Where? Here?
We're going to do both. Start here. Is that all right?
Hello.
Yeah, definitely. Hi, Evan. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I met you in the junket. Congratulations.
Yes.
Your movie is leading the way here at the BAFTA. How are you feeling?
Oh, wonderful. It's a good feeling, you know, like to come here with all your crewmates and celebrate together. The last time we saw each other was making the movie, and now to come here, it's a full circle. We all meet again and can have a nice night.
Can I ask for an answer in German, if it's okay?
Sure.
Of course, you've been a winner before, all quite on the Western Front, you know, and now you're back here. How are you feeling in terms of confidence?
How am I feeling in terms of confidence? So you want me to answer this in German? Das ist einfach wahnsinnig schön, nochmal hier zu sein. Wir waren letztes Mal hier mit Im Westen nichts Neues, und Confidence, also Vertrauen. Darum geht es nicht. Es geht nicht darum, gewinnen wir oder gewinnen wir nicht. Natürlich will man auch einen Preis mitnehmen, und ich freue mich, wenn vielleicht ein Teammitglied einen Preis kriegt. Aber wir freuen uns einfach, hier alle wieder miteinander zusammen zu sein, zu feiern. Das letzte Mal haben wir uns bei den Dreharbeiten gesehen, und jetzt nochmal zusammenzukommen und hier heute Abend zu feiern, ist ein ganz, ganz schönes Geschenk.
What drew you to tell this story? Obviously, it's based on a Robert Harris book. What was it that drew you in about this particular thriller and you know, whatever, getting inside what goes on with the Catholic Church?
German or English? Okay. Well, it drew me that I felt like we really had a chance to tell a political thriller that took us into a world that we don't know much about. We've seen it maybe in Washington, we haven't seen it in the Vatican. So I felt like, okay, this is a great opportunity to make a movie like that. But on a deeper level, I really got drawn into by Rafe's character, that he plays his inner turmoil, his inner journey that he goes through, from doubting his faith to finally feeling a kind of a liberation and finding a step towards a confidence and being able to walk into the future. So that inner journey was really what drew me to the movie.
I like this character, I like this journey. Can I just ask quickly, how do you decide what to wear to the event, and who are you wearing?
Well, it's wonderful. To decide what you wear is we can just wear a dinner suit, so that's very easy. And I was given by my distributor, a wonderful suit by Laura Piana, and I love wearing it. You feel very, very confident in it. Like $1 million.
I've seen a bunch of comedy geniuses.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. I want to do it every time. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I just sort of opened the phone and thought, I feel more nervous now than America. And I think it's got some trials. Yeah, no, I mean, it was a wonderful classic year, so that also kind of makes me nervous as well. That comes to the odds. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hi. Hi. Hi, Sarah.
Multitasking. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
The live stream. Do you mind just introducing yourself for our people who are watching the live stream?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Peter Strawn, and I'm the screenwriter of Conclave.
I mean, it's your night. You're leading the way. This movie.
Every time people say that, I get nervous. It's going to go horribly wrong.
But you should be feeling great. I love how it feels.
It feels wonderful. I do feel nervous. I think it's because it's the home crowd and it's my sort of film community, as it were, and that also makes it feel very special and very lovely.
Do you know what though? When you saw this movie finish and you got to see it up on the big screen, was it everything you hoped it would be?
I mean, I always loved the project, and it was a really happy experience from the beginning for me. But you never know how it's going to work with an audience, So that was a wonderful feeling, seeing it with a big audience for the first time, hearing the laughter for the first time, feeling them get into it. Yeah, that was special.
And I guess sort of like revealing what goes on, something behind closed doors, like with the Catholic Church. What was it that drew you to the project?
Well, Robert Harris, who wrote the book, he's always writing about politics, and I think he always finds an interesting angle to come at the politics, and that was what this was. It was a political thriller, but in an arena that we're not used to seeing, and it made everything fresh again. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. Don't be nervous. Go and have a great time.
I'll do my best. Thank you very much.
It is far down the line.
Did you like?
I think it's hard to gauge sometimes how to feel. So to have this, I guess, kind of tie it up as well, and it has, like as you say, it's been a long time. So if this is like the last red carpet I do for Back to Black, it's a pretty good one.
It's a really good one, yeah. And how did you deal with like the reviews and stuff like that? Because these days everything seems to be a bit polarized.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to me to focus on the job at hand for me, which is like to promote the film and talk about it in a way that I feel is authentic to my perspective on why we were there and why we were doing it. And I think it was, for me, it's always about sticking to that. And I think it's quite good to have a zoomed out version of it rather than like micro in on the like minutiae, but a sort of general feeling of. And I've had a really, really warm response. As like today is just a part of that. I've had a really warm response from a lot of people, which is very nice.
And then we'll be seeing you in Black Bag.
Yes, you will.
I've seen the trailer. It looks great.
Great, thank you. Yes, it was an amazing, amazing experience.
I love, like, you've got Amy, you've got industry, and then you've got black bag.
Yeah,
like,
I know. A lot of
different.
blacks. Black bag, back to black, black, blah, 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 blah. I'm always like, which one are we talking about today? Yeah.
Final question. What's your favourite British accent to do?
To do?
Yeah.
Maybe Scouse. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I was like, I'm leading myself up to that.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you again. Sorry.
Nice to see you. Hi, how are you? Sorry.
So, congratulations. Up for Rising Star, which is like incredible category just to be part of.
Yeah.
How are you finding this journey?
It's so exciting. It's so amazing to be here. You know, I mean, I think the thing about this job is that it's very sort of job to job to job. You go from one part to another part, and you just hope that something's landing and it's sticking. So these moments allow you to kind of take a breath and feel, you know, proud and happy. And it's a really, it's an honor. It's a real like honor to me.
Playing Amy Winehouse, I mean, you've done so many different roles, and now you're just talking about reflecting and thinking about things. In terms of the impact that had on you, embodying a real person, how did that feel? What's been the lasting impression?
I think the lasting impression, I mean, I think what I learned from Amy specifically is like, she was such a vivacious and tenacious artist specifically, and if I could have learned any lesson from her, it's to be like truly authentic in what it is that I do, and like commit to it entirely and not be afraid of what the product is going to be, but commit to my own craft. And you know, I think that's an amazing lesson to learn from someone.
You're in a really great category tonight. Quite a few of you started in industry.
Yeah.
Is there an industry WhatsApp group? You've all been like, who's going to win?
We were just talking about that. There's actually not. We're quite bad at like, once people, there's like a new WhatsApp group per season. And unfortunately, David and Nirvana aren't really in the show anymore. So, but we've all been like obviously messaging each other and so excited and so happy for each other. And it feels really nice to have like warm faces wherever we go.
Finally, how do you decide what to wear to an event like this, and who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana, and I'm wearing a Cartier necklace. And it was pretty easy to decide. I was like, looks good, feels good, I'll wear it.
Yeah, definitely, I like that.
Thank you, thank you. Hi. What happens now? Okay. Okay, great. I'm really good. I'm so excited. There's been a couple of events, and I think it kind of eases you into the day. It will be a lot straight here. Well, we're not going to do Okay. I'm excited. So, what is it was probably something like in like the sports story. I used to play the Brighton Hove, so, and I was pretty good at it. I probably like won a medal in like I don't know if that's...
Sorry, I don't know. Maybe. Sorry, hang on.
The gold Olympic medal in swimming. Yeah. Why can you not do? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he just gave maybe more of himself to this project than the other. And when we invited him into the project, he had no script, no financing. He had an outline that Greg had written the story, and just a lot of years of research and work. And he jumped in with both feet, and he's not only helped us build his character, but he helped us build the story as a storyteller, helped us build the way we make a producer. And he's such an amazing partner as a movie, not only with the cast, but the actors.
Hi.
Okay,
hello. We're doing well. Hello.
There we go. Thank you both very much. So we're live at the moment, live streaming.
Okay.
Oh, hey everybody.
cast for you?
I'm Clint Bentley, the co-writer and producer of Sing Sing.
And Greg Cuidar, co-writer and director of Sing Sing.
And producer as well.
Oh, and producer. Yeah.
Well, welcome to London.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the nomination. What does it mean to be up for a BAFTA?
It's a tremendous honor. I mean, this is, you know, the taste, the quality of films that are recognized here. It's to be part of the legacy of the BAFTAs is tremendous. You know, I think we got a little bit of heavy heart because two of our co-nominees who were formerly incarcerated were denied entry into the country because they had served prison time. And it goes against the grain of everything that they put into their characters and what this movie stands for, the way that they lead in their communities. You know, I think the reality is that for most of the world, if you serve prison time, even though you come home, it's a life sentence. You know.
Well, it's interesting. Yeah, you're right. That shines a light on
Yeah.
that, and maybe
Right.
there's going to be a wider conversation. Do you hope maybe that people think actually there's some changes needed there?
We hope so, because a lot of the damage that's been done to the conversation has been done by our own industry through stereotypes that have been perpetuated about people in prison and the labels that have been put on them, and that does damage not only how we think about people in prison, but what we think about them when they come home and how we perceive them. And so it does seem like we're all reassessing a lot as people and opening up conversations that have needed to be had for a long time. And so we do hope that some measure of change can happen, and they can just be seen as people who've changed and grown and are incredible leaders of their communities like these men are.
Well, we'll see. I'm also could be a big night for Coleman.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Are you looking forward? Are you going to have like a bit of time to hang out?
I hope so. I mean, that's been one of the special things. I mean, he's one of the busiest men alive, and so the time that we get together is at these award stops. And but it's always like, no matter how much time we have, you know, he always finds you, the way he holds you, the way he looks you in your eyes, and the love is very real between all of us. And we're so tremendously proud of him too. And I hope to celebrate him tonight.
Yeah. On a bit of a different note, thinking about the fires and things that have gone on over in Los Angeles, which we're super sorry about, and colleagues involved. How important is it for you to film in Los Angeles to make sure that that's still a destination? Is that kind of on your mind?
We've never made any, we live in Texas and have never really made films out there, but a lot of our friends and colleagues live out there and film out there, and it is important. It's a wider problem within the United States in general, where it's harder to make a film there for a lot of different reasons, and so, but it is very important that like our industry not get gutted and lost, and that's something that's very important to us. We can't solve it on our own, but we're trying to find ways to make it viable for independent film to survive and thrive in the United States. So
why has it always been tricky to film? And is that a bigger question? If it's always been a sort of
We're probably the wrong people to ask, but you know, we do come out there all the time, you know, because that's where the epicenter of the business is, and you know, all of our representation there is there. The studios are based there, and so to imagine that it's not an industry town in the future, like I can't imagine a world that LA isn't the entertainment capital of the world, you know. So I think we just all need to do is, again, whatever small part we can to just ensure its vitality and help them rebuild. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Hi. Hello. Nice to meet you. Sorry, my hand is very
That's
cold.
all right. No, I'm sorry you're cold. I know.
It's all right. I've got a coat. I just want to wear a dress. It's my own fault.
I see you got the kneecap lock, Marissa, yeah?
So, with this film, have you now kind of become a little bit of a political spokesperson because you've made a film about a politician and people want your opinion on it?
I'm not a politician. I'm an actor. So I have to lead with that. That's what I know. I think for me, and it's the movie's been about the character of this person. Who is this person? What are their characteristics? That's what we're exploring, his character. Both of these men. Obviously, there's the political implications, and there's a point of view that really feels like was born in the 80s, and that Roy Cohn really ushered into the sort of the zeitgeist that we're still experiencing. I think if you're looking at him now and the things that he's doing and how he's denying reality and flipping the narrative however it serves him, that is just a political tactic. And so, yeah, he stole everything from Roy Cohn, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want anybody to take credit for him, but the truth is he's stolen from everybody. That's what he does for decades. And the only thing, you got to give him credit that he manages to reinvent himself every decade. But, the agenda of fear, the agenda of retribution, revenge, that's not what helps humanity. That's not what creates growth and connection between people. It's very divisive. So. Look, you can't help but get there, right? As you're talking about it. But I think it was important, and I have such a respect for Ali Abbasi and for all of our producers who've gone out there to try to make this movie. And by the way, fairly. I'll say that fairly. We really went and looked at all the things, even the things that he was doing at the time that appeared pretty good. There was ideas about New York City, bringing it out of the slums of the 70s. There was an idealism. He was on the cover of many magazines. He was being interviewed by Larry King and Oprah and all of these credible people, right? I mean, so we're not denying that all the allure and all of his character, but we're also including the things that we all know as well are very true about him. So. And the goal is to experience this person and walk away and see whether you feel you've understood something else or not, and it's about the understanding. That's what you're after.
And the love from the Oscars and from the BAFTAs for the film, that must mean a lot considering how hard it was to get made.
It's really, it's incredible.
So you just got an eye full of kneecap.
It's such a good. By the way, sorry, it's such a good movie.
It's such a good movie.
Those guys are awesome. It is.
Have you met them on the awards season?
No, I haven't. But it is. It's incredibly validating. It was unexpected. We were told this was going to be a thankless job that was never going to lead to anything, and so to be acknowledged by the community, peers who we've grown up and being inspired by, watching and amazing films, and just to be included is really it was a great moment.
And finally, you're taking your mum to the Oscars.
I am taking my mom. Yeah. I have to because, when we first came, one of the first visits before we moved to America, we actually took this tour bus in Los Angeles and we went by the Dolby Theater. I must have been I think 10 or something like that. And I remember standing at the Dolby Theater with her, and now I'm going with her. So it's a really, I want to share that moment with her. I owe her everything, and it'll be memorable forever. So
I'm sure Romania will be very excited as well.
Of course. I mean, Romania, even though I left, it was still a big part of who I am. It actually shaped a lot of things that I wasn't aware of until much later, especially growing in a system where people were oppressed and fear was a driving factor. I mean, watching my parents kind of grow up and stand up to communism and look at search for a better life and to be able to have the freedom of speech, true freedom of speech, not selective freedom of speech. I think those are all things that I look up to them for, and I think there's a resilience to people from Romania because they've had to often go and learn languages and start over, and there hasn't been enough support there, but I think at least that's what I took from my mother: resilience and survival.
Yeah, he's really wonderful in the movie.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm sure these guys will.
But other than that, we're good. But I mean, this film is it's got just the reaction from people.
What about the rest of the was stuff nice?
Yeah, everything. I didn't, this was a movie made for like $3 million in Poland, so I didn't think it would actually get real distribution or, certainly not BAFTA or, whatever. So, yeah, it's all been very nice and way above what we expected. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. How about you, Jesse?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm okay as well.
You're one of the most beloved people on the awards season this year. I wonder, are you aware of this?
No, why?
Because you're so nice. Everybody's like, you're so nice. You're so friendly. Like, you think of your, you put thought into your answers. And
Oh, that's so
you
nice.
seem to be enjoying it a little bit.
Is there an easier way to do it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'd rather put slightly less thought. And I don't know. No, I don't know. I thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I feel very lucky to be here. I'm not, this is all more than anybody expected. Certainly from my life and skill set, but also from this movie, which was like a modest movie. So I'm all playing with house money.
Amazing. You're not coming with Kieran?
Well, no, because we're different people, and he's married to a woman named Jazz, and I'm married to Anna. But yeah, he can't be here tonight, which means that if he wins, I get to accept yet another award in his absence, which will be my 4th or 5th acceptance of an award on behalf of Kieran Culkin, and 0 on behalf of Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh no. Has he given you something to read, or are you just riffing?
I riff, in the spirit of him, I riff, and then say something vaguely inappropriate, but for some reason everybody loves it anyway.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is why we're loving you.
Yeah, it's this kind of thing.
Well, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah from Reuters.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, how are you feeling being here? Congratulations on your nomination.
Oh, I'm very honored to be here and very surprised. I mean, I knew I was going to be here for the last few weeks, but I was surprised that I was asked to be here. And, I don't know what else to say except I'm very lucky that we're here, and half of my cast is British, so I'm glad I'm glad that they were our link to this country.
When you say you're surprised, you mean maybe like a film like this, getting this kind of recognition, is that what you're
Well, yeah, the movie's super small. It was made for like $3.5 million in Poland, off the grid by not like one of the major film companies. So, we're lucky. It's rare that like a movie of this size gets this kind of attention, and I just try to remind myself that it probably is not going to happen again, which doesn't mean to really indulge in this experience. It just means to let's say, not put too much value in the reception of a movie rather than just try to stay busy.
getting to do something a little bit more art house type film? Is there more freedom for you? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I mean, as an actor, I do art house movies and big budget movies, and to me it's not that different as an actor because you're there doing your same job acting, but directing a movie, I couldn't even imagine what I would do with sets, and I couldn't even imagine what I would do. My mind just doesn't go there.
How much do you love directing?
Yeah, I like directing. My skills are really writing and acting, and then directing feels a little bit like I'm just trying to kind of protect my scripts, and it feels a little bit like doing air traffic control, and so I'm trying to maybe find how I could be a little more creative as a director. The movie I'm directing now is a little more styled, and I'm just trying to push my skill set.
Would you happy for Kieran if he wins?
Yes. Kieran, I'd be happier than Kieran if Kieran wins, because Kieran really just puts no emphasis on recognition. He really just is such a great actor, and then he forgets about it and doesn't want to be praised and all that. It's unusual. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You too.
We need to start getting royalties off.
You want to pitch to the outline director and producer?
They've been very
modest. Right now, I've got 3 people coming. I would love to.
I get it.
We're just going to get a sandwich, so maybe
after this 4-way.
Marissa.
Shooting a film called Emily, stars Amanda Seyfried. It's a musical that Brady and I wrote.
Those are the guys from Menora.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Yeah. Been here with Reuters.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to meet you both.
Nice to meet you.
For me, thank you so much. We're live streaming. Can I get you to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Mona Fastvold. This is Brady Corbet. We are Brutalist team.
Congratulations, Katie. I mean, you picked up Best Director Golden Globe. How are you feeling going into tonight?
Oh, we're good. We're honestly, we're just happy to be here. It is obviously there's no such thing as best, and we all know that. And well, at least I think that. And I'm just humbled to be, you know, be in the same category as so many amazing filmmakers. So I'm really touched by it.
And you talked about how many years in the making this movie was. I think 7. Maybe you could just speak a little bit about that and how it feels now to be here.
Yeah, it was miserable. It was miserable trying to make the film for so many years, and having it fall apart over and over again was devastating. I'm really thrilled that it exists, and that's the honest to God truth. Is like all this other stuff is it's you know, icing on the cake, but I'm really just so thrilled it exists.
What do you hope people take away from it? What do you hope the conversation?
I don't know, you know, I don't, for me, I think movies with a message are kind of, you know, akin to propaganda films. I don't have a message I'm trying to convey. For me, movies are like music. It's something that they're just supposed to be felt, you know? It's like poetry.
Yeah, we spent such a long time exploring these topics that I think we've said, you know, in 3.5 hours we've said everything we have to say about the themes surrounding behind the film. Thank you.
I'm not at all. Thank you so much.
You've got a lot of projects coming up where you're celebrating a very famous black man.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr., you've got the play with Sidney Poitier, Michael Jackson, and I think I might have forgotten someone else.
And Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole, yes, that's it. So why take on all these projects? And is there pressure because these are all, you know, real people and real icons?
You know, I keep the pressure off of me. I think as long as I'm concerned about sharing a bit of their soul.
Yes, please go.
And really.
Oh, Marissa, sorry.
And deconstruction of who they are. So I could talk about bigger things.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Sarah from Reuters.
Brotherhood, maybe I'm talking about friendship.
It's you, right? Yeah.
Hello.
You're raised camera.
Hello, thank
Hi,
you
I'm
so
Sarah
much.
from Reuters. I mean, your movie has been doing well the whole award season, but obviously last weekend was Critics' Choice, doing even better. How are you feeling going into tonight?
No, we are very happy. We are very happy to be here, and like I said, a little bit cold, but it's fine. You know, some amazing girls have more, you know, more. How can I say it? More cold dress than we, and we are fine. But it's cold here. But it's warm that we're here. It's warmer that we win some awards, you know. No, we're still going very slowly, step by step together. Yeah, some forward, you know, and forward somewhere.
Tom, you're also nominated yourself in the acting category. How important is that nomination to you, and what's the reaction been like at home to this film in Russia?
I don't know. For me, most important than I've met Sean, Mikey, and all our team, and I have these people in my life. It's for me, it's better than any award, first of all, and I'm happy that it's happening with all of us. I think I don't want to think about myself because it's. I don't know, it's not so important for me. But I'm happy that I have new opportunities after this, new suggestions, new meetings with some interesting artists all over the world, and that's why I'm happy, yeah.
Can I get one answer in Russian? So just tell me what the reaction to this film has been like at home, and what it would mean to you to win in Russia.
I don't know, we have to ask people. All
Everybody
my friends
will be happy. I mean, you can speak in Russian.
To Russian people?
Yes. You can answer to me in Russian.
You know Russian?
I don't do Russian, but my colleagues do.
Окей.
Всем привет.
Всем привет. Спасибо большое за вашу поддержку и за тепло, которое мне пишут, звонят люди и поддерживают меня. Я без этого мне было бы гораздо сложнее с этим справиться, испытанием. Спасибо большое. Thank you.
I'm ready. Oh. So I'll get them, don't worry. So Mark and Yura, you're going to be right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Abe, yep.
Fine.
Amazing.
Trying to fight with cold.
Yes.
You know.
By our warm and by your smile.
Yes, we've got Coleman next, right? Oh, you've got Coleman.
Yeah. You can see. But you're behind the camera. Why you can take a call or what?
Okay, Marissa, we got Coleman.
How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thank you.
Good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nomination.
Oh,
How are you feeling?
it feels exceptional, especially to be here with my colleagues like Jesse over here. Just like, I have so many good friends here, and I'm proud of their work. And it feels like, and there's always so much excitement on this carpet. It's like real film lovers, film and television lovers. I love it. I love being here.
When you were making this movie, did you know you were onto a good thing?
Yes, I did, because of the heart around it. It started with Greg Quidar and Clint Bentley, my producer slash director slash writers. Their whole intention was to make something about grace and love and our humanity, and what happens when you pour art into someone who may not have ever had access to it, and see how it transforms their life. That was the whole North Star. And I feel like what we actually wanted to do is what we did, and that's also the way it's been received, which doesn't always happen. So it feels like such a blessing in every step of the way.
Beautifully put, definitely. Can I ask, what are you wearing today? Talk me through this.
I'm wearing Versace today with Tiffany jewels. All this beautiful Tiffany jewelry and Versace. The last time I was here, I told my stylist that I felt like the BAFTA carpet was a party. There was good music. Hannah Waddingham and I were dancing on the carpet, and I said, I want to feel like a party. And so we went to Versace. Versace brings the party.
Do you want to just please come back and show us again?
All this beauty, all this joy, look at all this. This Tiffany, these beautiful brooches, this chain. I'm having fun.
Thank you so much.
How are you? I feel wonderful. You have the most incredible blue eyes. You do. They're piercing.
That is the best compliment.
Sure, of course. You know, I like to take in beauty, like this whole event, everything. Like I want to dress like a party as well. So my eye is constantly looking for beautiful things in the world.
Well, I'm going to remember this forever.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
I have however, now I want to ask, what in your filmography do you think that most better
It shows the way that we still have to go. Like, unfortunately.
How are you doing? Nice
really
to see
good.
you.
So good to see you.
How's
too.
it gone?
Thank you for finding us.
No.
So loved and so recognised. Not least because hello. Are you should we just grab you here as soon as they?
Sure. Yeah. I'll try and wait around.
Yes, who is making the movie? And I think that's what defines, how the movie is going to be received. And I love the fact that so many different voices can be finally expressed, get recognition. And I'm so happy, to see that, the awards and the academies have been embracing the film and the new voices. That's very fresh.
Rooting for you. Go and get warm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline.
Hello, Liso from the Coronation. Liso from BBC.
Hello.
Live in about.
I feel like we meet every year.
Yes, and we photograph us every year too. How are you? Good to see you.
How are you doing in the cold temperature?
It's pretty cold. I think it may be because I'm not British that everybody runs around like this. But I've been worried for the last month about what to wear outside, But anyway, no, it's such a unique event, and I'm always so happy to be here. And I'm on the BAFTA committee, so it's really for me something I really look forward to every year.
And what is it you like about the kind of BAFTA filmmaking industry?
Well, I think in a way we always still have a complex in America about British actors and British film directors and British film, but there's such respect, I think, from all of us around the world for BAFTA and for the British talents that exist for ages. So I love to come, and I love the actual event itself. It's one of the most sophisticated, beautiful humors, that British humor. You just can't beat it. You really can't. It just keeps you in stitches. So there's an elegance and there's a charm and a wit, but it's also so much talent.
And do you keep your kind of eye out for good fashion moments as well?
Yes, I always do. Yes,
yeah.
that is kind of comes with the turf for us as designers, definitely, no matter what award season is. But I find that each one is unique, and BAFTA is unique from a fashion point of view as well. So it's really unique.
Thank you very much for
Thank
talking to
you.
me.
Thank you.
You've just got to go through there and then you'll be inside again, so you'll be all right.
Wait, I'm so cold. What? I'm wearing myself. I'm trying to stay in it. But anyway, I'm wearing Vera Wang. So it's, yeah, actually I'm wearing a jacket from Loewe because I'm freezing, but the dress is Vera Wang. So anyway, thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
What does it mean to be here with supporting the Wild Robot team?
Oh, I'm so excited for the team, of course, and to be back at the BAFTAs. I haven't been here for a while, and it feels good to be here with a project that I love so much.
And you're beloved at BAFTA as well,
Oh,
so
thank you.
is it nice for you to kind of come back and feel that love?
Yes, I just got here, so I'm waiting for my good dose of love.
And maybe a coat, because it's really freezing here
It is
as well.
cold, but the last time I was here, that I can remember, there wasn't this tent, so this is much better. This feels like summertime.
We are very happy. Coralie?
Hi.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Sarah from Reuters. Congratulations, Substance. I mean, how has this whole journey been in terms of the love that there's been for this movie? How has that been feeling for you?
I mean, it's really felt amazing. You know, I feel the love grow and grow. And, you know, for me, I made this movie with passion, with the way I needed to express myself as a filmmaker and with the message I wanted to deliver. And to see, you know, that it has been embraced, that the message went through, that I've been heard, it's such an immense reward, and I couldn't be happier.
I mean, it's not very often that we see a body horror movie. It's not very often that we see a movie with, you know, two female stars at its helm and a female director. There's so much kind of going on. And if you could just talk to that a little bit in terms of, was that hard to get it across the line?
Yeah, everything was hard. You know, when you do challenging projects that are out of the box, everything is difficult because people don't have something else to compare it to. So you create new paths, you create new voices, you create a new world, in fact. But that's, you know, it's a real fight. And once you arrive, like, I think it's great because now people are celebrating it, but it really shows, in my opinion, that we should listen to those new voices that are out of the box, you know, that want to tell new stories. And I think that's also what cinema is about. You know, cinema, I think, is vivid and alive because it renews itself, and, you know, and it welcomes new filmmakers at the table with new stories and new ways of making film as well.
And when you talk about the message, I mean, I watched it, and, you know, for me, I loved it. I was shocked by it. It stuck with me. But that kind of message about thinking about aging and maybe that chasing of youth, is that the message that you hope? Could you answer for me in French?
Oh, bien sûr. Alors, le message, il va bien au-delà pour moi de la question du vieillissement et du fait de vieillir. Il vient de la manière, en tant que femme, depuis, je pense, notre plus jeune âge, on est considéré par la société comme devant répondre à certaines normes de beauté, certaines normes de comportement, on nous met des étiquettes, on nous met dans des cases. Si vous êtes comme ci, vous ne pouvez pas faire ça. Si vous êtes belle, vous ne pouvez pas être intelligente. Si vous vieillissez, vous ne pouvez pas être désirable. Et tout ça crée un rapport au monde qui est extrêmement inégalitaire et violent. Et c'est vraiment ça que j'ai voulu faire exploser dans le film. C'était dire, maintenant il faut construire un autre système. Voilà, et c'était vraiment ça le message du film.
Funny, you really have to me more. Obviously, this has like been a brilliant film for her and a great project and a seen success for her. Have you been in touch? Like, how happy for her are you?
I mean, of course I'm happy, you know, like it's been a huge challenge for her as well to make this film. You know, it was a very risky project, a long shooting, you know, and so to see her performance rewarded today, like I couldn't be happier for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Caroline, just going to step one back to Associated Press.
Oh, I love that guy and I match it. Oh, kind of, almost.
I have to think of my favourite films. Oh, I've done it. I was like, a new selection of favourite films. Oh, great. We do have other questions. Just keep going through the history of cinema in my mind as I was walking towards you.
Firstly, how are you feeling tonight? Great buzz around the place.
Feel fantastic. Feel great. Well, you know, it's such a long process getting ready that I feel like I've been awake for about 10 hours preparing, so I'm just ready for the whole thing to be over, really. But I'm exactly.
Listen, on that note, we'll get straight into the questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
No, it is. It's a really, really special night, and actually to see these films and what an extraordinary year of cinema and some amazing performances. So yeah, it's going to be a celebratory night.
Well, we are here at a fantastic awards event at the BAFTA Awards. Tell me, what is the first award or prize that you remember winning? And it can be from childhood, it doesn't have to be performance related.
Oh my gosh, the first prize that I ever won. I remember having these little, it was probably for ballet or something, but I was a pretty ungainly child. But I do remember getting these like little, almost like little plaques with a fake gold little image on it. So it's probably something to do with that, ballet or gymnastics or something along those lines. I think. Yes. But I kept this little plastic plaque. I was very proud of it.
And tell us, what was the performance that made you say, I want to be
Samantha Morton was the actor for me from a young age. It was her absolute naturalism. I loved the kind of film she was doing. I loved Morgan Caller. There was just something there was something very unshowy about her acting, which I have definitely taken with me in my own performances.
Very exciting. And another one for you. What film are you obsessively rewatching right now?
Vietnamese singers in that period, Dylan and Joan Baez and Pete Seeger. I loved all of them. Yeah.
It's such a snapshot of Dylan's career, isn't it? And it's such a crucial part of the story. Is that why you think the whole narrative works?
Yes, I think that's a good observation. I think instead of a biography of a life, Jim Mangold did a brilliant thing, which is he really just studied this emergent moment in the culture, and sometimes not just Dylan, but the way the collisions between a number of people who were all using music as a mechanism for changing society and changing values were interacting with each other. And I think he was interested in as much the cultural moment as a biography. And I think it's I don't know why, it's having a funny emotional effect on people. Maybe the idealism in that period. But I
there's Felicity. Hello, I just have to do this. I just have to do that.
Oh, sorry. Look, he's in the bridges too.
Hi, hello, darling.
So sorry.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Hurry up. It's my turn. I'll come back. I'll come back. Hello. I'm alright. I'm all the better for seeing her.
We're looking at basic.
Yeah, I mean this April and May it'll be 2 years, so it was a while ago. Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, we're all really proud of the film. We're all really grateful to be part of the film. So it's a real delight to keep seeing each other constantly because we all got on very well, which was really nice. And Felicity I'd worked with back in 2011, so we've known each other for a long time. Yeah.
When the film came out and people were reacting to it, what were they saying to you about it?
They were just really surprised, I think, at how good it is and how epic it feels and how sort of old-fashioned it feels. So I, being the age that I am, I personally really enjoy the fact that it feels like a sort of a nod back to a sort of another era. So people are recognising that, and it's great to hear that, to be honest.
I think those are sometimes
what are you hearing?
The deepest relationships that they have.
Well, we're talking about it. We're in the process of chatting about it. So we'll see. We'll see what we come up with.
Thanks.
You too. Thank you.
Can I ask you about being BAFTA and Oscar nominated?
I know. I don't know. It is. It's hard to. Oh, don't be shocked. But I'm shocked to be nominated. Yes. So yeah, it's quite fun and interesting, and it's hard to make sense of it all, but it's great.
Romance with the British stage and cinema tradition, so it's a nice way to feel like.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's justified. Not my nomination, but I think the film's recognition is absolutely justified because the film's stunning and the score is stunning, and I think Brady's a really interesting filmmaker and just has a unique voice. So it's great to be part of something, and it's great that people are seeing it the way that I actually see it. Sort of,
seeing people like Mike Lee.
Tell me why you decided to wear inside. Was it a hard decision who you wear?
This is Brunello Cucinelli, so how could you not wear something as gorgeous as this? So I love blue anyway, and we've been talking about, they've been dressing me for all the award shows, so I'm really happy to be wearing this for the. This is Artists for Ceasefire. Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers.
You're a real really big fan of it. Do you think that's the same for actors, or?
I do, yeah. There's a certain burden of imitation, and maybe, and you can almost get too precious. If you hold a thing too precious, it can be. And Jim was great. He helped us all dispense with the burden of history and documentary and being fans, and just helped us get down into just juicy human interactions. And but it is a process to let go of your sense that you need to imitate something when someone's very iconic, like Dylan and Pete Seeger and Joan Baez were. And so yeah, it's a different process when it's someone who is real. You feel a certain responsibility that's different.
Talking to Monica earlier about being part of the Timothy Chalamet whirlwind. What's it like for you?
I don't know. I'm not sure I experienced the whirlwind, but he and I have known each other a while, and I know he's going through it. But we have a nice kind of closer, quieter friendship that we've had for a while, and I know he'll get through it. He's well centered. He knows what he's interested in, which is great.
It feels like a positive thing at the moment. It feels like he gets a lot of love.
Yeah. I mean, Timothy's deeply serious about the work. My frame of reference for him is working on things together, and he couldn't have been more deeply immersed in the work in the best way. I loved it. I loved working with him. Yeah.
I think I did interview you for the Prince of Wales.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
oh, great.
So, yeah.
I'm glad you've held on to it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Lovely to see you.
Hey, nice to see you on
Good.
Reuters. We have
It's 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Fantastic. Listen,
Then I gotta go.
congratulations. In terms of like getting a BAFTA nomination for the work you do, how important is that in terms of the people who get to see?
Oh, I just take it as kind of a compliment. I love this community. I love the British film community and stage, and I like being in that. I like being in the club of the great tradition of British cinema for even an evening. It's really, it's just a delight. There's so many people in British cinema that I'm a fan of, and I kind of don't get to bump elbows with, and so I love it. It's fun.
When I was watching this movie, I felt like I was really transported back in time. It's like
Yes, it does have a effect of a time portal.
yeah, it just sounds
Yeah.
true in terms of it's more than just a kind of biopic. It's all about
I don't think it is a biopic. I really think it's like it's an immersion in a cultural moment in a way, which is what I love. It reminds me of Milos Forman's films, which I loved. Amadeus and Hair, and things that don't have plot, that really just give you the experience of a time and the collisions of certain people. But it's difficult, these kinds of films. I think Jim Mangold really pulled off something quite special in that sense. Well, he was wonderful. I loved working with him. We loved working together. We'd like to do it again, I think. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Like East Coast, I don't know what I did, and I don't think I can do it anymore, but it was I'm learning stuff for another way I'm about to do, which is fun. It's not quite sit down, it's quite expensive.
How excited he is to work. You were talking to who? Coleman, oh yeah. This is David's agent, Olivia. So I love him, he's great. Oh, sorry. I was like, does he have the tap dance? And he was like, oh, maybe. Well, if it's Coleman saying it, then This is a very nice suit, look at that. That's a whole lovely setup. Enjoy the party. No, we lost them. They went to do. Sorry, I just whacked it. As it sounds like. Bucket bag. Tell us about it. And now you're chilling down. Okay, the 30% off next week. I'm waiting for there to be a. Just not much possible, is it? I know, right? I think they're so cold. So we're going to go into AP first, and then we're going to do Reuters.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm alright. Look at this.
Thank you.
This is amazing. I love the sparkle.
Oh, thank you so much.
Did it take a long time to pick it, or did you?
Well, yeah, other people, of course, but I just kind of stood there and put it on, which was very nice. But yeah, it's a lovely suit, and I'm really grateful for it, actually. Yeah.
It's really nice. I was talking to Coleman earlier, and he was talking about Sammy Davis Jr.
What did he say?
He said he's really glad he's got his teeth into you already before everyone else finds out. So.
Well, I'm really grateful for him because I love him, and Coleman's not only an amazing director, but he's also just an amazing artist, and the actor that we all know and love today has been an actor in the making for years. So I'm honoured to work with him. Brilliant.
Sammy Davis Jr. though, I mean, that's a legacy.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to push it, and it's a lot, but I like a challenge.
Yeah, and he reckons if there's tap dancing, you'd be up for it.
Here at BAFTA.
Would I? Of course. I mean, I'm doing it now, if I'm honest with you. Listen, we're not going to talk about that. No, there's so much to it. He was a tap dancer, he was a singer, he was an actor, he did everything.
An activist
as well. And in terms of when you think of yourself as a young black artist, you realise that I've been inspired by him and his legacy from years back, generations back. So to play him, I got to do it justice. So I'm going to try. Yeah.
And what does it mean for you to be here as a nominated rising star?
It's bizarre. You almost don't really expect people to be.
Reuters. Oh, hi there. Hi, I'm Sarah from Reuters. Hello. Congratulations. A double nomination for you. How does it feel not just to be Rising Star nominated, but Best Actress nominated?
It's such an honor. Yeah, I mean, I love my film so much, and it's been really special that it's being recognized in such a big way. So it's amazing. Yeah.
I watched it quite recently, actually, and it was just so high energy. Like, for you making this film, can you just tell us a little bit about the process? I believe you also learned Russian. There's a lot of physicality in it. What did it sort of take for you as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of physical preparation, a lot of emotional preparation and research, which was something I had never really done before as an actress. So very exciting to be able to dive into all of that.
I was chatting to your co-stars, who are runners up to Best Actor, Supporting Actor also. It seems as if you had a really good kind of unit together. Was it really supportive?
Yeah, I adore Yura. He's a wonderful, generous actor and just such a kind person as well. He's one of the good ones, that's for sure. Yeah.
Maybe from this movie, did you have any idea of the success that it would find? Because Sean Baker's quite an art house director, perhaps, and Grace has done well in Cannes. At the beginning of this, did you have any idea where this stage would take it?
No, I mean, I really had no expectations. I didn't know what would happen. I was just hoping that we would get to Cannes Film Festival, and we did. So everything that has followed has been such a wonderful surprise, and it's always very, very humbling. And it's exciting.
Can we have any Russian? Anything you can say in Russian?
I'll leave it to the Russians. Yeah.
Can you just tell me who you're wearing and why you decided to wear that?
Yeah. I'm wearing custom Prada and Tiffany jewelry.
Thank you. I really enjoyed the movie. We'll be right back here.
Sorry. Yes, we'll come to you. I'm like, she loves you.
Ariana. Sure. Hi, hello, Sean.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Well, I mean, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
What an incredible run and journey this has been. Maybe you could just reflect, obviously, Critics' Choice the other weekend. Here we are, BAFTA. How are you feeling this awards season?
Yeah, it's been very overwhelming, especially in the last 2 weeks, very concentrated. But it's wonderful to be back here, in London at the BAFTAs. I don't know what else to say except that we're just.
Actually, it was a long time ago that I interviewed you for Florida.
Oh yeah.
And I listened to
some of the speeches and things that you've been making about, you know, coming from an art house kind of position maybe, and now here we are.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest stages in terms of how you feel as a filmmaker. Does it feel like that's been a real journey and a change of scene for you?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, we haven't really changed our method of making movies. I mean, Anora is only about $1.5 million more than Florida Project, so we're making films the same way. So to have an independent of this size recognized on this level is really incredible. I mean, you know, it's a $6 million film, which is essentially micro budget these days in the States. Yeah, shooting on film, shooting in New York City. We're putting all the production value on the screen because we know we have to compete with the likes of Wicked and other huge studio films. So it's great that we're here and in the conversation. It means I guess we did something right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was important to us to shoot there. I mean, location is such a character in all of Sean's films. So being there amongst the people and, you know, finding interesting backdrops that, you know, you haven't necessarily seen yet is something that we always strive to do.
Like in terms of this can be from a child remembering what happened to be anything new in California or Los Angeles. Do you think it's important for the film industry to make sure there's movies being made in LA? You did mention this as it comes through.
Yes, of course. It's you know, there are a lot of people who haven't worked in a while because of the strikes and everything, and then now the fires, and I think it's been a good wake-up call for everyone to push for production to go back to Los Angeles.
Maybe a participation round of this. Listen, guys, this is your night. I'm super excited in terms of how this has changed. Maybe I don't know. For the next film that you'll be working on, will there be the big budget? Will that much money at consideration? I think it's changed.
Well, I think what it does is, you know, it's always been a struggle to make these sort of movies with this sort of subject matter and the unorthodox way we cast. So this just helps us to continue making these sort of movies without as much resistance. So you won't, expect basically the same thing from me next time.
Good. That's what I want.
Okay.
Fantastic. Listen, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Take care. Next or? Yeah, I really want to do it.
Well, that's fine.
Okay, no, that's fine. You are amazing.
Would say, I've heard him say his task
I mean, I actually want
so curious about what his actors can do, and you can see from the film that it's really strong in the soundtrack. So all the elements, because I'm biased, I think they're fantastic.
You playing that lead role, that is a wonderful role to have, isn't it?
Yes, it came off. I mean, it's a role where the inner life is very important. It's a man listening, a man watching, thinking, figuring things out. I mean, you know, your performance is only as good as the director and your other actor colleagues. So it's a community that makes anything come through.
Incredible to think about this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, if you keep with us.
Sorry, after.
It's all right. Her birthday is
Oh, happy birthday. What a great company.
I'm going to go and have a pot bath. Basically, now celebrating. Who's next? Ariana. I saw yeah, very quick. Yeah. Like soon as possible.
I think Demi's gone.
She ran fast
And Timothy did.
Yeah. Well, he was slower, but then he was like no, I saw her arrive. She arrived just before us, but yes, okay, yeah. I'll hold it. Thank you. Yeah. 2 minutes. Did you already get that?
If you went upstairs to the publicist waiting area and see what the carnage is like in there, if you feel like there's space.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
This is Associate AP.
Yes. What do you like best about BAFTA Film Awards?
Well, I like the show. I mean, the show can be entertaining. I didn't see them last year, so I haven't seen David's shtick. But I enjoyed Stephen Fry in the past. I mean, there's always a good spirit at the BAFTAs. I always think there's a spirit of generosity and a good spirit of celebrating each other's work. And there's a kind of relaxation. You know, I think it's.
You'll normally take one or two people who don't do it naturally.
On my home turf, that's okay.
Excellent. Anyway, did you see the reading they did of Conclave in the States with Brett and Edie? It's really good. They had a bunch of actors and comedians do a reading through. Yeah, Edward was there. Sorry, I thought they might have started to show you. It's all over social media if you want to check it out. And what has Conclave meant to you?
Oh God, well, that's a big question. Well, as someone who's always had a curiosity about what it is to have faith, and being Catholic when I was younger, and I'm not sure what I am at the moment, but I think having a faith, having a spiritual search is something I'm very curious about. And so that spoke to me. That's something in Lawrence, is the character I play. I think the film takes that very seriously. And though people have latched on to the politics and the faults and the failings of one or two cardinals, I think they miss the fact that what Robert Harris is saying is, who is the spiritual leader? Who is the right person to occupy a very real place? There's a pope now, and they'll need another pope at some point. So that's it's a very big question about what it is, because the pope is a moral leader. So I think Robert cared about who that person was. And he creates a drama around the process, sure.
It's very interesting. I also find the mechanisms, and I found that absolutely fascinating
that's
as well.
all,
Inside the door.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a lovely night. I'm sure David will amuse you. He was very good last year.
I heard he was great.
Yeah, he was. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Sarah from Reuters, hello.
Hello, hello.
John, hello, congratulations. Here we are, BAFTA night.
Thank you.
Conclave. Well done, leading the way. That's super exciting. This movie, what do you think about it that's captured people's imagination so much?
It's a very strong and layered screenplay by Peter Strawn. So that allows all the different cardinals' characters. There are layers to them. There are subtext to them. I think Edward has a real grasp of the sort of narrative tension. So I think, as a proposition, a film about a bunch of cardinals might not be very sexy, but I think the intelligence of the way it's written, and I think the way Edward has got us as a group to cohere, and the way we all can. I mean, we were a very happy company of actors connecting and responding to each other. It was a great experience. So I think there's all these energies, a confluence of energies that make it, I think, a strong film.
And I mean, you're up for Best Actor, but it's been a little overwhelming. What was it about this role? The person, you played so many different parts. Where did he sit kind of in?
I really responded to his interior life, his sort of moral dilemma. I thought that was it was a wonderful thing to try and get inside of that. I think it spoke to me in some way.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a moment of questioning?
Yes, he is, yeah. I think that's written really well, and so that came off the page, and it sort of was something I wanted to lean into.
And just to briefly look around at all the films that we've got, we've got such a broad range.
Yeah, wonderful film. There's some wonderful films here.
Horror.
Yeah. mean, I love Emilia Perez and Anora and The Brutalist. There's some wonderfully strong films. It's a good time to celebrate. We need to celebrate these films and these filmmakers. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Just show up now. Now you've met him. You just turn up with your bags and it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that's great.
It's incredible.
I wanted to ask you something about Mike, because you said that you think she's interested in like highbrow roles, or that's like her aim. And I wondered, and I wondered what you meant by that.
Oh, I just meant that she wants to work with directors that, you know, she's I guess. I'm sorry. Do you know Mikey's intentions?
I think she just wants to take on really challenging projects and what's an exciting filmmaker.
So I just thought it'd be easier to
this experience of putting this film out in the world, having it played theatrically, and having such a long run. We've all just been so badly excited by it. So I'm excited for Mike's success. Whatever she does, she's going to sink her teeth to and dive into it.
I mean, one of the first directors she worked with was Tarantino, so quite a way to start. The first film festival that she ever went to was the film festival in which we won the Palme d'Or. So it's like kind of like she has to just stay at that level, essentially.
Oh, I think she
That's
will.
what I meant
Don't
by
you
that.
think? I think she will. It's funny because she's so sweet and unassuming. But obviously she's a powerhouse in the film. So it's like, it almost shows you.
Marissa, when you're ready, we've got one more interview with Lena. Come on down. Are we still on our live? Yeah. That's okay, I don't... I'm allowed to step out. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We need to frame up our amazing fashion guru.
Okay.
If we could head on up to Reuters. Brilliant.
Hi. Shall I look at the camera or you? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Fabulous. Let's start with, in terms of like what you spotted, the key looks on this carpet. What have you picked out?
I mean, it feels slightly like we've been at a wedding tonight because there have been some incredible white gowns. I first saw Pamela Anderson coming out in this incredible floor-length, beautiful gown. And then Cynthia Erivo with this kind of bodice detail of lace. And then Mikey Madison, who is nominated in 2 categories tonight, Rising Star and Best Actress, in the custom Prada with the amazing vintage Tiffany. So these incredible white dresses that just look so classical, really, and beautiful, and really make an impact on the carpet.
Amazing. And then I guess on the other side of it, there was maybe a kind of gothic vibe. Maybe you could put that into words for me.
There definitely has been. I think we've seen kind of this goth rising. Gwendolyn Christie set it off on her arrival in this amazing black gown. And then Felicity Jones and Vanessa Kirby in kind of all black as well, in these kind of classical dresses, which just look stunning on them both.
Was there anybody else that you'd throw in that category just for me for like notes?
I'm trying to think. Oh, amazing Lupita Nyong'o looked incredible in black and white, kind of doing the monotone in 2 colours. But it really has been a night of black and white, I think. Like we've seen those 2 kind of opposing colours really speaking a lot on the red carpet.
Just walking behind you, packing things away. Just that final answer that you just gave me,
Yeah.
black and white. So it's been a mixture. And who's managed to pull that mixture off?
So the mixture, I think, of black and white has really been seen on the red carpet, and it's been amazing to see that parallel. And we saw Lupita Nyong'o wearing both colours, which I think is fabulous.
How have the men been doing? Who stood out?
Yeah, well, I think this has been a real year of showing that the tux is over and that you can really push fashion further for the men. We saw amazing Naban, who's also nominated for the Rising Star, in an incredible custom Dior blue bomber with cravat. And then, of course, Coleman wearing that amazing leather trench with the patterned shirt, just showing, yeah, you don't need to keep it straight in a suit. You can really kind of go outside the box. And, yeah, I think this is going to be the start of men really pushing boundaries.
Fabulous. Is it quite unusual to see the black and
white? Do we normally see a bigger array of colour?
I think it is, yeah. I think we normally tend to see kind of a lot of red, a lot of pink, but I think clearly there's been a real kind of classical edge to the dresses tonight. It's lovely to see. It really creates a statement, you know, both of the colours, and I can't wait to see them in the hall, kind of lighting up the stage.
Can I triple check how you like to be titled?
Yes, I'm Lena Di Kasparis. I'm the Culture Director and Deputy Editor of Elle UK.
Fabulous, thank you. Can we just get 2 cutaways of you?
Yeah. And could I get you to take a snap of me being interviewed, or someone? Maybe I can ask someone. Just say, Christina was like, she was like, please, excuse me. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing full Louis Vuitton, a suit by Vuitton.
Like super busy in London Fashion Week.
It is super busy. It's like award season, and then we have Fashion Month, and then everything else that's going on with the magazine as well. I'll be at most of the London shows, and then I'll probably go over to Paris for some of the Paris shows as well.
We are at Portobello for our Friday.
Okay. I'll be at Simone on Sunday, definitely. That'll be a fabulous one. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes it's tough. I think we like to take videos.
Yeah. Okay. Did you take a video or something? Oh, okay. Amazing. You're a post. Okay. I know. I got the memo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I love that. Well, it's nice to see you. I think it'll be a good memory. Of course. I'm going to run in and try and get a drink before it starts.